Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. I just had a horrifying experience with a spider in the car. It just disappeared. It was a huge spider crawling around, and it just disappeared. We pulled over, and it just wasn't there anymore. Fun. It wasn't fun to get back in the car. Anyway, that's off topic. Today, Monster High announced a brand new Skullector, which I'll admit was surprising, considering we typically only get 2 a year. For example, there was Pennywise and the Twins in 2020. Then in 2021, we got Beetlejuice as well as Greta, the Beetlejuice 2-pack, and then Greta Gremlin. So that's been the pattern so far. We also, in 2022, got those 2 Universal original monsters. We got Dracula and then the Bride of Frankenstein 2-pack. So I thought we were done for the year already, which seemed pretty sudden, considering Chucky and Tiffany came out in May, and Elvira in January. It was very soon. But no, we're actually getting a 3rd Skullector this year, this time being Annabelle. I don't know much about Annabelle, I just know that she's apparently a real doll in the world somewhere, so I did a little bit of research, just a bit. I haven't seen any of the Annabelle movies, but today we're going to be talking about this only image we have of her, and speculating as to what her doll's face might look like. Hopefully they're going to reveal her, not just like a day before the sale starts. I'm rambling too much, let's just get into it. So this is the teaser image that we got of Annabelle, and this is the post. Nightmares do come true. Be warned, this demon doll is back for a haunt on August 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, only at Mattel Creations. So I've tried to ask around, I've tried to figure out if August 9th is a significant date in the Annabelle franchise at all, because as you guys know, Chucky and Tiffany were released on Monday, May 5th? It was May 5th, right? I feel like it coincided with my anniversary with my girlfriend, I'm not sure. But, yeah, so that was chosen because that's Chucky's birthday, so it's at least a significant date to one of the characters in the Child's Play franchise. I couldn't find anything on August 9th. This is just some random Wednesday that they're dropping a Skullector on. If you guys are unaware, typically Skullectors will release on Friday the 13th, like of any month. If any month has a Friday the 13th, you have a very high chance of there being a Skullector drop on that date, or most of the time they'll just drop it in Halloween, around Halloween, if they don't have like any other time when they could release it throughout the year. This year was different though. We got Elvira on January, in Friday the 13th of January, and then we got Chucky and Tiffany in May, and now we're getting Annabelle in August 9th, on a Wednesday. So 9 a.m. Pacific time is basically the equivalent of like, if you live in like Florida, New York, or in some parts of Canada, I want to say Ontario, because I have a friend who lives in Canada and we have the same time zone despite her being in Canada. My best friend in Ecuador also has the same time zone as me. But if you live on that side of the United States, I'm on the East, is this the East Coast? I don't know. That would be like noon for you. So, yeah. Just punch your time into a, like, time zone calculator thing on Google. I'm not really sure how to calculate it for everybody. But that's when this doll will be available. And if you want her, you'll definitely have to be quick, because as you guys know, Skullector drops sell out pretty fast. Chucky and Tiffany was definitely a very messy drop when they came out, so hopefully we won't get a repeat of that. If you guys don't remember what happened with Chucky and Tiffany, we didn't get to see what the dolls looked like in full until 30 minutes before they were officially put up for sale. And then they sold out within 10 minutes. So, yeah, hopefully it won't be a repeat of that. So this is the only image we have of the doll right now. There is no listing for her up on Mattel Creations. I'm assuming that when they post the rest of her photos, then her listing will go up, because that's what they did with all the previous Skullectors, and unfortunately Chucky and Tiffany, meaning they weren't on the Mattel Creations website until 30 minutes before their release, which was just crazy, because, you know, how are people gonna prepare to buy it if they don't know what it looks like? So again, only photo we have of Annabelle right now, but from what we can see, I like the dress. I also like her little frilly socks. She's got some cute little basic white heels. She also seems to be on the little sister body. Now, if you're not familiar with the 3 body types that the original Monster High run had for the female characters, there's the little sister body, which is what characters like Twyla and Howleen have. This body was also used on Chucky and Tiffany because they're short little dolls, and that's probably why they chose it for Annabelle as well. Then there's the standard body, which almost every other character has, like Draculaura, Frankie, Claudine. That's the standard body. And then there's the big sister body, which has been used on characters like Headmistress Bloodgood, Nephra, and then used again on Elvira. So, yeah, this is the little sister body. I can tell just because of how short the legs are and the way the knees look. It's in the knees. If you ever want to know what kind of body a new doll has, like from G1, just look at their knees, because they all look different. The knee joint always looks different depending on which one of those three bodies you got. Obviously, we can't see much of Annabelle's face from here, but from what I can see, she does look promising. Again, I haven't seen any of the Annabelle films. I want to say they're called The Conjuring. I feel like that's wrong, though. I really don't... Look, I'm not that into horror movies. Honestly, the only reason I buy these Skullector dolls is because I think they're cool. Like, it's just cool to be like, oh, they've collaborated with, what's a movie I haven't seen? Child's Play. Although I have seen Bride of Chucky, so that was a bad example. So Annabelle is holding a note here that says, "Miss me." I'm guessing that's a reference to something. I'm sorry, I'm a noob. I really should not be commentating on this stuff. But, I'm just gonna look up what the Annabelle movies are called. This one is just called Annabelle. Annabelle Creation, Annabelle Comes Home. Oh, she is creepy as shit. I don't like her. I don't like how she looks. So, what's on the left is what Annabelle looks like in the movies, and the one on the right is apparently the real Annabelle doll, who is actually haunted. I have heard of this before, but again, I don't really know much about the actual haunted Annabelle doll. I'm not going to slander her name, just because I don't want her coming to get me in the middle of the night. I feel like I could go my whole life without that happening. So, yeah. Overall, though, I'm not a big fan of how Annabelle looks in the movies. They made her creepy as shit, but I guess that's the point, because it's a horror movie. You want the main villain, antagonist thing to look creepy. If I'm being honest with you guys, the, entirety of my Annabelle knowledge is that account that posted, that Twitter account, what was it called, Annabelle Gone Wild or something, and she posted, a picture at the beach, and, she was traveling around the world and stuff, and, I think Brandon Rogers has done, a few sketches where he has Annabelle as a character. That's all I know about Annabelle. I know that people, she's popular in pop culture and stuff. Yeah, again, sorry for sounding, stupid, but I just don't know much about Annabelle. I do really like this doll, though, and, we could compare their dresses, actually. That could be fun. So this is a prop doll from Spirit Halloween, or Amazon. This is the closest I could find to a full-body picture of her, of what she usually wears. So, the dress is definitely different. It looks like more of I don't want to say wedding dress, but you can see here that she's holding the Miss Me note, so that's what that's a reference to. Hopefully the doll actually includes that. I would really like her too. So, I like her dress a lot. From what we can see, it looks pretty cute. It has more to it than Tiffany's did, which I definitely think is a step up. And, in terms of price, if you guys want to speculate what this doll's price is going to be, they've certainly upped the price from how much Pennywise was at her launch. Pennywise was our first single box Skullector, and she only cost $60. They upped it to $65. That's how much Elvira was, that's how much Greta was, so I'm believing... Well, no, that's not how much Greta was, that's how much Dracula was. Dracula and Elvira is where they upped the price. So... considering Annabelle's on her own, I believe that she's also going to be $65. She doesn't seem to come with any accessories here that we haven't, noticed in this photo. There's always a chance that she has more, but usually they put all of the stuff in the photo with the doll. When Greta was revealed, we saw her lipstick. I think we saw her purse. We saw Gizmo. Actually, did we see those things? I don't remember. But, yeah, I don't know if Annabelle's going to come with anything extra. It doesn't seem like she comes with a whole lot. She just kind of has the Miss Me note and blood on her hands and stuff, and that's kind of it. My one hope for this doll is that she doesn't have that clawed hand mold. I absolutely despise it, but if I'm being honest, kind of looks like she does. I mean, actually, no, the hands don't look as flat as they do when they have that stupid clawed hand mold, so maybe it's different. I don't know. But this doll looks promising, and I'm excited to see what she looks like in full. I'm gonna call it here just because I definitely feel like I rambled too much, but I always like talking about Skullectors. It's a very fun line, and I'm really glad to see Monster High still doing it. I was worried that Pennywise and the twins were going to be a one-off initially, but then we got the Beetlejuice pack announcement, and that shit went hard. I love the Beetlejuice pack. And then we got Greta. Oh my god, 2021 was a great year for Skullector. It was great. But yeah, we're done. We're done talking. So, as always, feel free to comment your thoughts. I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Tell me anything that you think I should know about the Annabelle franchise, because I would certainly like to know, just without watching the movies, because if I watch a movie about creepy dolls and then start getting scared of dolls, that would be a problem. Because I own over 500 of them. The ones in my bedroom can move their eyes. The last thing I need is to consume scary doll content that's not humorous like Chucky. So yeah, as always, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!